Good morning class 12th Commerce. This is your subject economics, chapter number 5, banking, lecture number 1. In this lecture, we'll discuss about money creation in the economy. So let's begin. See, concept of money creation. Before studying the concept, we have certain assumptions. Fine. First assumption is that all the money flows through banking system. It means that no money transaction takes place with cash. No, everything flows with the banking system. Every amount is deposited in the banking system, in the banks. No cash is given in hand. Very important assumption of the concept money creation. Second assumption is that all the depositors never withdraw their deposit at a single point of time. That means all the depositors do not appear at a single time to withdraw their money deposited in the bank. Depositors have certain trust with the banking system. They trust the banking system. There is a fiduciary relationship between the banks and the depositors. Third is that there is only one banking system in the economy. Fine. So, in the previous chapter, we noted that commercial banks are the important source of money supply in the economy. Unlike the central bank, commercial banks do not have the authority of issuing currency. Authority of issuing currency lies with the central bank. As central banks can't issue coins. They can't issue 1 rupee note. Because 1 rupee note and coins, they are issued by Ministry of Finance. So, now let's begin with the numerical example that how money is created in the economy. Let's begin. See, first, assume that all the bank receive cash deposit of rupees 10,000. Fine. So, these 10,000s are also known as checkable or demand deposit. Fine. These 10,000 rupees are the liability of bank. Fine. These 10,000 are the liabilities of the bank because these are depositors money. तो depositor का पैसा है तो बैंक की जिम्मेदारी है. So rupees 10,000 is the liability of bank. Now bank has to keep certain amount of percentage with itself so that to meet the contingency, bank can utilize that money. So, bank keeps certain percentage as cash reserves. Fine. So, out of these 10,000, bank, this is the hypothetical situation. Fine. So, let's assume that 10% is kept as the cash reserves. Fine. So, out of 10,000, 10% is kept as a cash reserve. It is rupees 1,000. ठीक है. So 10,000 का 10% जो है that is 1,000. It is kept as the cash reserve. Fine. Now amount of loan, amount which can be given as loan is, देखो फॉर्मूला होता है आपका actual deposit. That means initial deposit. Fine. Initial deposit minus the reserves which you have kept with yourself. That means cash reserves. So initial deposit minus cash reserve is rupees 9,000. That means rupees 9,000 can be used as the loan amount. Fine. And interest income. And interest income can be earned on this rupees 9,000. But what was our assumption? Our assumption was that banks never offer loans in cash. Instead, an account is opened in the name of the borrower and the loan amount is reflected as the credit amount in his account. Now, bank continues to hold 10,000 because देखो 10,000 का अगर 1,000 बैंक ने रख भी लिया है तो 9,000 जो उसने लेंड किया है एज अ लोन वो तो बैंक के पास ही है, तो वो पैसा तो कहीं गया ही नहीं. दैट मीन्स ₹10,000 इज स्टिल विद द बैंक. क्लियर? सो total liability of the bank is now 10,000 plus 9,000. 10,000 initial deposit plus 9,000 loan amount, or we can say these are the secondary deposit because loan is deposited in the banking system only. It is not given in form of cash. So total liability is 10,000 plus 9,000, that equals to 19,000. ठीक है. अब देखो बैंक के पास 19,000 रुपए है. नाउ अगेन इट विल कीप 10% as the cash reserve, that is 1,900. So amount of loan granted will be equal to 10,000. That means actual deposits minus 1,900, that is equals to 8,100. Are you clear with this? The amount of loan granted in the second case is 8,100. Clear? Now total demand deposits या फिर we can say total financial liability of the bank is equal to 10,000 initial deposits, 9,000 plus 8,100. These both are the secondary deposits. If you will add them, you will get 27,100. So total financial liability or total demand deposits with the bank is 27,100. Now again, if bank keeps 10% as the reserve, how much it can lend as a loan? 27,100 ka 10%, 2,710. So this much amount can be given as loan amount. Fine. So loan granted will be 2,710 is kept with the bank as cash reserve. It cannot be used for the lending purpose. Fine. So loan granted will be actual reserves minus cash reserve. Actual reserve means initial deposits. They were 10,000 minus cash reserves which the bank has to keep with itself. That is 2,710. So how much amount of loan is granted? It is 7,290. Clear with this? Okay. So if we place them in our balance sheet, the structure will look like this. See. Liabilities, initial demand deposit, old demand deposit 10,000, new demand deposit 9,000, and then 10% is deducted, we got 8,100. 10% deducted, we got 7,290. So these are all the liabilities. Asset side, cash reserves 10,000, loan amount granted 9,000. Same figure will flow from in asset side also, liability side also. Same figure will flow and total will be 1 lakh and 1 lakh. Now how we have got this 1 lakh? See, there is a procedure that cash reserves, see, in the initial cash reserves or the primary deposits were ₹10,000. Fine. Demand deposit of the commercial bank. Now how to calculate the demand deposit of the commercial bank? और इसका मतलब ये होता है कि बैंक ने जो डिपॉजिट आया था स्टार्टिंग में 10,000 रुपए, उससे कितना लोन क्रिएट किया है मार्केट में, बैंक ने कितना क्रेडिट क्रिएट किया है मार्केट में. हाउ टू कैलकुलेट दैट? That is, the formula is 1 by RR into initial deposit. RR means reserve requirement. Fine. So 1 upon RR is also known as K. K is credit multiplier. Fine. And formula for calculating K or the credit multiplier or the credit creation, that is equal to 1 by 10%. And you will get as 10. So 10 multiplied by initial deposit is equal to ₹1 lakh. That means ₹1 lakh is created in the economy. So we started with ₹10,000 and we reached to ₹1 lakh because 1 lakh is created as a loan amount in the economy. Fine. If balance sheet is not given in your book, you make the balance sheet, because this is the most important question of this chapter, that how money is created in the economy. Explain with the numerical example. The question comes like this only. So you have to make the balance sheet. You have to show this complete procedure that starting में 10,000 rupees आए, ठीक है. अब जो 10,000 rupees है, they will be kept as the primary deposit or the actual deposit or the initial deposit. फाइन. अब 10,000 में से 10% बैंक अपने पास रखेगा, बचा हुआ 9,000 बैंक विल गिव एज द लोन. फाइन. अब जो टोटल फाइनेंशियल लायबिलिटी हो गई बैंक की, वो हो गई 10,000 प्लस 9,000 जो उसने लोन दिया है. फाइन. तो 10,000 प्लस 9,000 इज इक्वल टू 19,000. अब इस 19,000 में से बैंक विल कीप 10% विद इटसेल्फ, दैट मींस 1,900. फाइन. सो 9,000 में से अगर 1,900 बैंक अपने पास रख लेता है, तो बैंक विल गिव लोन ऑफ ₹8,100. तो अब बैंक के पास कितनी लायबिलिटी हो गई? 10,000 इनिशियल डिपॉजिट प्लस दूसरा वाला लोन कितने का क्रिएट हुआ था? 9,000 का. अब लोन कितने का क्रिएट हो गया? 8,100 का. टोटल जो हमारा एडिशन होता है वो होता है 27,100 रुपए का. अब फिर 27,100 रुपए में से 10% कैश रिजर्व अपने पास रखेगा, एंड देन 2,710 will be kept as cash reserves and rest amount will be offered as loan. Fine. So loan amount will be shown on the liability side, how much loan you have created, and it will be same as in the asset side also, but name क्या हो जाएगा asset side में? Deposits. Fine. So this was the topic of money creation.